3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, we're just loading a few cars into the vehicle because I'm going to do my boat trade. And we're going to be down by New Bern, and there's some water down there on the coast. So I might, if it's not dark by the time we get there and do what we got to do, I might go ahead and find a spot to test the boat. So we'll find out. Just taking a couple trucks for the heck of it. All these leaves we're dragging. The trailer tires in the front barely rub the ground until I get a drop hitch. We're running on all the back wheels just about. Well, alright guys, we got the swamp boat home. She sounds pretty dang mean if you give her some gas. Unfortunately, the steering is not doing anything. I don't know if it's unplugged in here. I'm gonna have to look. No, I don't think it is because I can't move it by hand. But I'm not getting anything out of the controller, and I've checked my dual rate, or to make sure it's all the way up. I made sure it's zeroed in. I've even tried to reverse it and see. I can't get nothing. I don't know if this has to be reprogrammed or anything. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments. I'll have to open this up first to make sure this is even plugged in. But like I say, it's not like, how you can't, when they are juiced up, you can turn them by hand when they're not. And it's not letting me turn it. But it will not react to nothing I do. All my stuff is set the way it's supposed to. And like I say, the throttle part's working, so I know it's not the battery or nothing. Well, alright, I went ahead and just disconnected the linkage to the back, and he told me this thing been sitting on the shelf for like a year, so this stuff back here was actually very stiff at first, It seems like it's working a lot better now. But the servo still is, we can't get no, let me see. Still nothing on the servo, like I said, the motor works fine. And man, that thing, when you give us, I got a 3S battery, when you give us some gas, I blowed the lampshade and the curtain 20 feet away. It don't play jokes. So I got to open this up and see what's in here to unplug the servo. Make sure it's not unplugged itself. So alright, now I did plug in my Traxxas servo I had in the drawer here, and it works. So at least we know, good Lord, zombie killers. But at least we know that it's just servo, and it looks like a simple change. Obviously you just pull it right on out. So let's get that done real fast. Let me see which one of these I want to put in here. Now I got this Holmes Hobby brushless servo, but it has a bad gear. So I'm going to order some gears for this. I think you can get them for 20 bucks. I've been just putting it off. I was going to put it in a crawler because it works great. But I'm thinking maybe this thing could use a fast thing. I don't know. We'll see how these do. Which one should I put in is the question. I got two Traxxas. One's brand new, I think. This is a Reedy 15 kg. I don't know. I'm going to see which one's the fastest, I think. We'll try them both if I have to. Yeah. We got this one taken out, and you see where it's corroded looking at the bottom. I put the servo horn in here, and I cannot get it to turn. This thing is seized, from probably the bearings or something. Like I say, my buddy I got this from, he did some trading for it, and he only run it, one time, I think he said, put it up on the shelf. So, and he lives down there by the coast where there's salt water. So even though he didn't run it out there, he only run it on a lake. But the guy he got it from, I'd imagine, hit a couple of the outlets or inlets I would have if I had it. So it's not no big deal. Servo ain't nothing. At least the motor works and everything. Back here, I believe these motors are probably like aluminum, so they don't get all that rust like a brushed motor would, So now we're just going to see which one of these is probably the fastest. I probably should go for torque too, because it's kind of stiff to move, to be honest. it doesn't go real far right there. I mean, it'll probably get better. Oops, sorry. So I probably need one that's torquey, but I think we'll try and see the fastest one first. So this Traxxas one's almost brand new, but I can feel it glitching in here. I don't know if that's I don't know if it's because of ESC doing that, or you hear it. It's all glitchy like an old one would be. Let me try the Reedies. So alright, now this one doesn't make no noise. It might not be fast or nothing, but it's actually faster. I'm happier with that one. It goes further too. We're gonna put that in. So alright. This Spectrum servo that I took out of there, I done held it in my hands and tried to turn this with the other hand. I can't break it free at all. This thing has got some seized up bearings and seized up everything. So that's no big deal. We got her working just dandy. I got her turned down now so it won't pull too far. I can turn it up too, but there, it kind of jams right there. I don't like that. We'll figure it out though. I mean, can't do it all in one day, I guess. Keep it from turning too far, and it doesn't seem to be a problem. Once I take it out on the water, we'll figure it out. Oops, if I don't break anything first. Thing is no joke. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something that you probably don't recommend unless you pay real attention to what you're doing. But if you ain't got the right plug, let me turn this off anyway. You can make one. I got this one here. This is an adapter for my Deans to whatever these yellow ones are called. Right there. I didn't have any of them blue ones. So I just cut the plastic sleeves off because I don't have no solder gun, nothing to change the tip right now. Or I don't even have a tip to put on there for a Deans. So anyway, if you cut them off there, just the blue rings that cover these for protection, it's not going to hurt nothing. This is not the battery or nothing. And then you take this, make sure you get your positive on the right side, which is always this angle one here. Make sure you get your positive right. And then when it's on there, if you're going to run like that for a while, I suggest just go ahead and tape it on there and leave it there. It's not a big deal. I mean, again, your best option is to do it right. Don't do it like me. But when you don't have the money, like me, I'm not nowhere near against cutting that off and sliding that in there like that and putting some tape over it. That's just me, though. I'm poor. So, but I can't run it like that, and I can't really just tape it up for long because this actually goes to my wife's truck. Because it has the Hobby Wing 1080, and I never did change the plug on it yet. That's the stock plug on the end. So, anyway, I guess tomorrow, hopefully we'll see this thing in action down here at the little lake at the Cliffs of the Noose. I need to get to figuring out a trailer for it. So, alright guys, we got the steering fixed for now. I don't like the way when it turns full to the one direction, it kind of like kinks or hits too hard. So I got the dual rate turned way down. I don't know how it will perform or affect it until I hit water, you know. It might not need that steering to be that sharp. So anyway, man, she's loud. So anyway, I had to do that at least once before I make everybody in the house mad. Tomorrow, we're going to the Cliffs of the Noose. They got a lake down there that there's no swimming right now anyway, so it's a perfect place to test it. It looks like I got a trailer for it. Just got to take the tailgate loose or support it up or something. Maybe move the boat more forward, and there we go. Well, alright guys. We got the steering servo in the boat. The boat is up and ready to go. So tomorrow, we're going to have some fun on the lake somewhere. Now, we got to figure out the drop hitch if we want to haul it with the beast here. Because I just lifted this thing back in the air with these big old 5.5 tires. So, I would much rather haul it with this truck. But, if I can't make a hitch, then we're gonna just have to pull it with the blazer. She's ready to roll, looking good. Hooks to the trailer real nice. The boat sits up there really good actually for the car trailer. As you can see, Marty, Scarlett, and Team Wolf are already on the dang thing, ready to go. We got the new servo ready, so I think she can handle it. So now, the only thing I wish I would have been able to get the sticker package with it, but it wasn't. You know, he got it on trade, so there wasn't a sticker package. Maybe I'll see if I can order one, because I did like seeing the ones that had SWAT and police wrote on them and stuff. I thought that was cool. And the shark teeth look cool. So anyway, so stay tuned for the rest of this video. It will be tomorrow, hopefully, for you, and we're gonna go down to the lake. So see you there.